really excited about it. So Total Chaos brought to you by Picks and Parlays, of course. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. So today we have something a little different. We're going head to head, and I'm going to be the host of this one. So in this corner, we've got the 5-time Total Chaos champion. He's got a 6-week record of 40, 28, and 4. Mr. Total Domination himself. It's Kurt Alexander. Kurt, how's it going, man? How you feeling about this?
Oh, I'm excited. We got some new competition on the game today, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Yes, we do. And that competition is straight out of Jersey. He's number 3 right now on the Picks and Parlays leaderboard for the most money made in the last 7 days. He's the man, the myth, the legend. Sean Higgs is coming in to the studio. Sean, how's it going, friend?
It's going to be better when I knock this guy off his little crown he's got going on in his little stage. The total dominator.
I didn't even get the crown yet. It's already getting knocked off, and I didn't even get the crown yet.
I actually did get you the crown. I just haven't made it yet, but I did stop and get it for you. Okay, so
a bedazzled crown. It's going to be great.
You like the way she talked me up there? It's like, oh, great. Here we go. Yeah.
All right, so before we get started, there are a couple of ground rules. This is a win or go home format. You're going to go head to head, give your play on the total of each NFL game. I'll give you the number. You make 2 or 3 quick points and call it over or under. Whoever has the best record at the end of Sunday wins the glory, the title of Total Chaos champion. The loser's going to go home and get replaced by Nick Parsons the following week. The stakes are high, the pride is real, and the time is now to play Total Chaos. Are you guys ready?
Love it. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so Kurt, you're going to be up first. We've got the Bengals at Washington. The total of this game is 47. What can you tell me about it?
Ali, I am actually going to take over Alex Smith's in Washington. The offense is starting to put some points on the board. Last week, Alex Smith, 390 yards passing. No touchdowns, but no interceptions either. So I like that. On the other side, you look at Joe Burrow. I like Joe Burrows. I like what the offense is doing, but neither one of these offenses are running the ball right now. So the reason why I like this game over the total is because of the passing attempts. You got 40 passing attempts last week by Burrows. I know they were behind, but they're still not running the ball. And same thing in Washington. Only 13 carries for 45 yards rushing. So this is going to be a passing game. I like this game to go over the total.
Wow, look at this. I guess he's the champ for a reason because I'm agreeing with him. 47. One I like to look at when they have 2 crappy teams together, there's going to be points on the board. Yes. Backdoor Burrow and the Bengals, they put up points, 6 and 3 overs on the year. I know the Redskins, known for their defense, they got all the young guys over there. But listen, Alex Smith, let's line them up for comeback player of the year, just coming back from that near-death leg injury. But yes, nobody runs the ball. I mean, Joe Mixon, Bernard for Cincy. I don't even know who's starting for the Redskins in the backfield. We're going to see passing. It's a passing league. Again, 2-7 versus 2-6. They got this game circled as a win, so they're going to come out gunning. I'm with you, Kurt. Let's go over to 47 here.
All right, I like it. You guys are already off to agreement. We've got up next the Falcons at the Saints. Sean, why don't you kick?
Yeah, let's get right to this guy. Open at 51, down to 49. No surprise. Breeze, they're talking, how's this guy going to be out for 2 weeks? He got punctured lung, broken ribs. He's 50 for the love of God. I thought he was going to hang it up when he ruined his shoulder, elbow, whatever last year. And no Winston. They're going to Hill, which I like even more because the guy's a gimmick quarterback. I like the under here. I got the Falcons playing a lot better since they finally got rid of Dan Quinn. They should be 4-0 under Morris, except that the Gurley fall there, or touchdown fall into the end zone, I should say. So I got a little bounce attack here from Atlanta. The key is always beating the Saints is keeping them off the field. I'm going under here. I'm following the line move. It's down to 49 now? Whatever. We'll take it under the total in the dome.
Sean, I'm
All
jumping
right.
in the car with you. I'm taking this game under as well. I don't know what we're going to get from Hill. Usually Saints games go over. They're 7-2 on the season, but that's with Breeze. They've had injury issues all season on the offense, the Saints have. Now you get Michael Thomas back and you lose Drew Brees. I don't think they're going to open up the playbook for Hill. I think this is going to be you'll have a lot of gimmick plays. You'll have a lot of running the ball with Kamara. I like this game to stay under the total. The only reason I don't like unders with the Saints is because of their defense. But for this game right here, I do think that the Saints will try to control the ball, hold the ball a little longer, keep Atlanta's offense off the field. I like this game to go under as well.
Well, all right. We've already
Excellent.
got 2 agreements.
That's 2 winners for the viewers right off the bat.
Right?
Wow. All right. Up next, we're talking Steelers at Jags. Kurt, kick it off for us.
Ali, the Steelers play down to their competition. We know this. We saw how they played against the Dallas Cowboys a few weeks ago in a game that we thought that they would just be able to dominate, but they didn't. They seem to have slow starts against these teams that they overlook, and this is going to be another one. Jacksonville, it really doesn't matter who's at quarterback there because the only good thing that Jacksonville has going for them is their run game. And if you have a good run game and you're coming up against the Steelers, you're going to have a bad run game after that. So I don't think Jacksonville is going to be able to put up the points. I think the Steelers will put up just enough points. I'm taking this game under that 46 total.
Man, what do we got? The same talking points? Yes. Steelers playing down to competition. I'm with you on the under. Not only that, but as you said, the Jaguars, a terrible team. So they're not going to put up much points here. The Steelers, let's bet they're in a little crunchy look at spot. They had I think they got the Ravens up next week, right, for Thanksgiving. That might be a little, let's focus on Baltimore instead of, the Jaguars. So, yeah, this could be an ugly little game here, like to the tune of 24-0, 27-3. Yeah. I don't know. I like the under. I don't think Steelers put up their 30. I think it's low scoring. What's there to say? Jaguars are terrible. Steelers in a spot where they're not going to be focused and playing down to a bad team. Yeah, under 46. Let's do it. 3 in a row.
Go ahead.
All right. I like it, guys. Let's keep it rolling along. We've got the Eagles at the Browns. That number is 47.5. Sean, let us know.
I wrote down under for this game here, but I'm kind of leaning right now as we do the show on the over because, let's just throw this out there. If the weather's going to be like it was the last 2 weeks in Cleveland, when we saw 16-6 Raiders and 17 or whatever it was, 10-7 last week against Houston. Yeah, if it's weather like that, we're going to pound the under. But if it's a normal day, which we don't know right now, I'm looking over. Because Philly, as bad as Wentz has been, and let's be honest, he's been bad. The whole teams are bad. I mean, they still find a way to put up points. The defense finds a way to give up points. You're giving up points to the Giants, who coming into the season had not reached 20 points in one of their last 30 games. So I'm going to go over. Cleveland's got enough offensive weapons there. They're a little banged up. The defense, what are we going to get out of them? So I'm going to go over. I think we'll see some points here. Again, this is contingent on normal weather and not like a windstorm that we've seen the last 2 weeks there.
Yeah, Sean, I'm actually going to disagree with you on this one. I'm taking the under. I know you wanted to take the under, and I had the same argument. I was back and forth with this. The deciding factor to me was Doug Peterson, the gambler. All right, so last week's game against the Giants, the score is 21-17. Philly just scored. All right, he goes for 2. Why are you going for 2? You don't need to go for 2. And what happened? The game falls under the total. You see that final score? Yeah, the gambler. Hey, this is just what he does. When the announcer said that, I'm like, yeah, I'm out on Doug Peterson and these Philly Eagles doing whatever they do, especially when I'm trying to get an over. So I'm going to take this one under because of the gambler.
I can't disagree.
Well. We've got our first disagreement, and it's not even a real disagreement.
Yeah, right.
You guys are on the other side. But for the purposes of this game, it is a disagreement. And
it is a disagreement, yes.
So Lions at Panthers, I have not been able to get a total on this one, so we're just going to skip right on by it. But
I got a 46.5. I got a 46.5 if you want to shoot for it. Why not?
Okay. Yeah. Kurt, are you prepared for that one? Because I was checking it.
No, I'm not. But I'll give you my own personal opinion on it. But yeah, Yeah, I didn't see a total on it. Didn't but what we got, 46?
Yep.
Okay.
46.5, you said, Sean?
And the half.
Okay, 46 and a half. What do you
Yeah,
got?
that's what I'm showing popping up a little bit here. So
All right.
All right, go ahead, Kurt. Give me a quick one on the
Oh, okay. Basically, there's not going to be Christian McCaffrey this game. Is that correct? He's going to be out. I know the Lions are still having injury issues, and this game's at Carolina. I'm going to actually take this game under the total. I think the lack of running game right here is going to really kind of hurt the Panthers. And when Bridgewater's kind of manning the team himself, it's just a different flow to the team. I mean, they get the ball down the field, but it's a lot slower paced game. They don't have the speed out there that I think you would need to try to get this game back and forth and over the total. So I'll take this game under. We also have some injuries with the Lions and their running game as well. So I'm taking it under the total.
I'm going to disagree and go over the 46.5 because, again, we get two crappy teams together. I expect points. I expect Matt Stafford, or Pat's Stafford, as I like to call him, to just do his thing. He'll have his 3+ touchdowns here in garbage time, 400-something yards. I'm going over, and I don't think it's going to be close. I think we're going to be in the 20s each team by halftime in this one, actually.
Oh,
so,
nice.
No McCaffrey, no problem. We're throwing the ball. It is 24-20 at the half.
24-20 at the half. Big words. And we got a first half total. All right. You guys are the experts. I like it. Okay, so one more, and then we'll take a quick break and say hi to some of our viewers. Higgs, you could start this one off. We're going to do Titans at the Ravens. I got 49.5 as the number.
It's a big number, 49.5. And you know what? I'm going under. Now, little revenge spot for the Ravens, and I'll tell you what, I'm tossed up on a side on this game personally because I want to take the Ravens thinking they're going to beat up on Tennessee for that playoff game, but I just not liked what I've seen out of this Baltimore team. They're just not the same. Lamar's not as crisp with the ball thrown out of the pocket. He doesn't look as good. The defense is banged up left and right all over the place. Henry's going to just run it down their throats, and my hope is that he doesn't get like 3 85+ yard touchdown carries here and really blow this thing open. But 9-3-1 to the under. The last 13 these guys have played. I'm going to go under. I think it's going to be run heavy. The quarterbacks haven't looked good, either of them. Tannehill, listen, last year, great year, no doubt. This year, not so good. We're going under 49.5. Big number for two teams that kind of hate each other, play similar run style offenses. So I'll go under 49.5.
Sean, I'm jumping in the car with you on this one too. I'm taking this one under as well. My reason is the offensive line on both sides. Actually, Tennessee, the left side is gone. You don't have Roger Stafford. You don't have Taylor Lewan. He's out for the season. That's a total of $27 million worth of protection for Ryan Tannehill. That's not going to be in this game. On the right side, they lose Jack Conklin. They draft the tackle out of Georgia, hasn't stepped on the field. This is probably why the Titans are having the issues that they're having. Not trying to make excuses for my team, but Ryan Tannehill doesn't look like he has the time that he had last year. Yep. And Derrick Henry isn't getting the holes that he was getting last year. It would just be hand the ball off to Henry and he's gone. Now you're not seeing that, and that comes from the blocking. On the other side, you look at the Baltimore Ravens, and I'm just going to run some numbers down for you. 45, 54, 83, 53, 3. Those are Lamar Jackson's rushing yards in these games. He had 3 against the Bengals. All right. One game this year, over 100 yards rushing for Lamar Jackson. Then you have 65, 58. And a lot of times he's leading the team in rushing as well. I like this game under the total. I think we're remembering the Ravens from last year and how explosive this offense was, but we're not seeing the same offense this year. So I'm taking it under the total.
All right. So we have some agreements here. Let's cruise through. So far, you guys agree on 3, and you've got different sides on 2 of them. We've got a viewer here.
4 agreements, I think.
4 agreements, 2 not agreements. My bad. And I'm the stat taker.
Good job.
Yeah, right.
So Ray Rillspool says, a lot of running in the 3 Ravens games. The under is the way to go. Elliot V agrees the Titans game goes under. And he says that Higgs was ready for that Detroit game. He says he agrees with
Elliot,
there.
He's firing away out there in the comment section. He's on fire.
Elliot's like one of our best view crew. He's on our view crew. He watches just about all the shows.
Oh, yeah.
He's a great commenter. We love us some Elliot V. So we do have a promo code real quick. We'll take a quick break. Our promo code this week is DOG. It saves you 15% off the entire site. That includes Sean Higgs premium picks, Kurt Alexander's premium picks. So check that out. We got Saturday football, Sunday football, Monday night, all that jazz. Okay, so
the dogs are literally barking in the background for this promo.
See, there you go. Beautiful.
I got special effects. I bring it all. I got props out here. Next time I'll bring one of them on camera. They're mine. Yeah, they can hear my voice outside.
I was trying to get like a cheering audience for when I introduced you guys to be like, but I couldn't find it. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Yes, we are going to move on to. Oh, wait, I already had it up. The Patriots at the Texans. All right, Higgs, why don't you go first on this one? The number is 49.
49, I'm going under here. And listen, I want to take Houston here for the game. And we're going to find out real fast on Sunday if this team's quit on each other, on Romeo, and on the city of Houston. Because, man, they've just been bad. They're trading Hopkins. It's just been a downhill since the start of the season. Just terrible for Houston. And New England, listen, Brady couldn't do nothing with this offense. Cam couldn't do nothing with this offense. I'm waiting for the defense to utterly fall apart since you had 8 guys opt out in August for COVID. Hasn't really happened, though, believe it or not. They've been pretty solid. My one fear here, taking the under, is the Houston defense is probably not as good as some of the Houston high school football teams' defenses around the surrounding area, but New England, I just can't. I don't see this really getting up there. Houston's not as bad as the Jets, and that game got over because it was 2 crap teams on primetime. This is lost on a Sunday. New England's not the same. The offense is bad. The defense is Houston is just bad. I'm going. 49. I think these lines are inflated since we saw in September with these teams, and that's just across the league. I think we're getting some added bonus. You're going to look for the under, so I'll go under the 49 here.
Sean, I'm going to disagree. I might be walking into a trap, but I'm actually going to take this game over. Houston looked terrible last week, in Cleveland, and I understand it was terrible weather
game.
Yeah, it was one of those weather games. But now, dome sweet dome. And you have the Patriots coming in, getting Sony Michel back. In case you guys don't know, I'm a pretty big fan of running backs, and I like a good running game. And Sony Michel, he's actually good out the backfield as well. So I think this is like a key piece. Both teams are terrible. And Houston, they missed DeAndre Hopkins. That guy wasn't only the guy on the field. You got to understand, he was the guy in the locker room. And right now, they just don't have an identity. So I'm looking for this game to go over just because we have 2 bad teams. I don't see these defenses actually, playing 4 full quarters. I think it can go back and forth. We might see something from Cam. I like to call him Scam Newton because he brings you in. You just don't know what you're going to get from him. You might get a big game from him on the ground, but I'm taking this game over. It's trending over, and I think they're drawing me in, so I'm going to take the over.
All right.
No, we'll see. I'm a little confident pick, but I'm sticking with it. Yeah, I'm going to go with the over. 49.
It's a tough one. Like you said, you don't know these defenses are going to show up the whole game.
The whole game.
Could be, you might be looking good at 17-6. It could be 17-6 and head into 4th, and all hell break loose, and it's a 34-24 game. Next thing you know, turn into craziness.
Yeah. It happens.
Well, Elliot agreed with you guys. Texas game under. He says Texans are in shambles. Ray Rillsful, both teams, Pats and Houston, struggle to score. He says under all the way. So Sean's got a little bit of a viewer's niche. I also like this game to go under.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, Kurt, you're out on a limb.
That's a kiss of death right there.
I will stand alone, and I will sit there and cheer for Deshaun Watson and Cam Newton. this week.
Will Fuller. Where's Will Fuller to catch all your touchdown passes?
Yep, you get what you ask for sometimes. So that's what I get.
Yeah, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's what my kid tells me. Okay, so Jets at Chargers. Kurt, go ahead and kick this one off. I got a number of 46.5. What do you got here?
Ali, I'm taking this game under the total. I think we saw the one good game that the Jets were going to have a couple weeks ago against the Patriots. I mean, this team's awful. I think Flacco's going to be starting this game. So the last game, you did get 18 of 25, 262, 3 touchdowns from Flacco. But before then, you got nothing. So I think you're going to go back to getting nothing. On the other side, you have Justin Herbert. He's starting to come back down to earth a little bit these last few games. And I'm wondering if it's not the team's morale because of the losses. You know, those were terrible losses, giving up 16-point leads. And now you sit here halfway through the season out of playoff contention when you surely could have been in playoff contention. And you have this rookie quarterback that you're kind of leaning on. So this game, and you know how the Jets kind of lull everybody to sleep with their style of play? I'm taking this game under the 46.5.
Wrong. We're going over the total here in LA. You know, you mentioned the close losses, yeah, and it's demoralizing. You know what? That's on the coach. The coach is terrible. He should have been canned last year with their close losses. I mean, I had it, I lost it. There were something like 2 and say like 15 in one-score games or something utterly ridiculous, and that's on the coach. But in this spot, give me the nice rookie quarterback here. He's looked sharp. He's still got some talent around him there on the offense. You know, that's, Allen's pretty good receiver. They got a little running back action. I like it, especially because the Jets, I think, got no secondary. I think they got 3 rookies starting here. I mean, I don't know. Edge over there to the Chargers. And you mentioned Flacco. As much as the Jets lost their defensive secondary, I think it have their 3 who they wanted as their top receivers all should be back for this game. So give me the steady vet to put up a couple touchdowns here. 46.5. Again, we got the crap team factor in our favor, both of these guys. And this is definitely a team. We talk about all hell breaking loose. The Chargers, they're good. You know right off the bat they're going to give up 24 because they're going to get at this any kind of lead. They're going to give up 10 points like that in 30 seconds to make it a game. So easy over here. That should be a no-doubter with this Charger team.
I am cracking up about the crap team factor. I love it.
It is. Whenever bad teams are bad for a reason. And when they get together, it's, you're going to get a muffed punt. You're going to get a field goal block that's returned for a touchdown, broken coverages, 67-yard touchdown passes off screens.
I'm still bitter from a few Jets overs I picked a few shows ago. I can't do it anymore. One show I literally said, I just need 10 points from the Jets, and I got 18 from the Bills. It's good. I'm like, you know what? I'm good with these. They showed me everything I needed to see. I'm all right with the Jets totals going over. I'm taking this one under.
Oh my gosh, that was good stuff. I literally laughed out loud. Ray says the under. Jets definitely won't show up. Alex has this one, Sean. Sorry.
We will find out. And
we'll see.
Now you have to watch that game. If I have to watch Watson and Cam, you got to watch Flacco.
Yeah, right.
Well, I have to. That's local out here in Dirty Jersey, man. That's an official Jets all the time here on Channel 2 CBS. Hey.
Look, now we only get Raiders games now, and I'm not a huge fan of that. All right, so we're going to the next one. It's the Dolphins at the Broncos. The number's 45.5. I forgot who went first last time. Let's go with.
I didn't hear who she said, but okay, I see I'm up on screen.
I don't know, but you're the big screen. Go ahead.
There we go. I'll take it. I'm taking this game under the total. Drew Lock, 5 interceptions in the last 2 games. Also, another team that's not running the ball. I don't like teams that don't run the ball, and they're throwing the ball, and they're throwing it to the wrong team. Miami, very good defense.
or into the ground.
Exactly. Very good defense here in Miami. Very good secondary. That's going to be even worse for Drew Lock in that offense. And I liked the Broncos the last couple games, and they just don't show up. You see the first half, it's like 3 points, 6 points. The game against Atlanta, they scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. If it wasn't for that 21-point outburst in one quarter, you're looking at 12 last week, and to that point, they only had 6 points going into that fourth quarter. They're just not putting up any points. Dolphins, Tua isn't turning the ball over. The defense is solid. I like this game under the total.
And we are in agreement. Drew Lock is a lock for a turnover, that's for sure. The guy's a turnover machine in his 15 starts or whatever. He's just been horrific. And as I said, if he's not throwing interceptions, he's throwing it 3 yards short into the ground. What's there to say? He hit a lot of spots there. Miami defense is solid. I thought they would have been solid with Fitzmagic. They turned it over to Tua. He's looked good. Again, this is a tough road spot. It is Denver. It's elements. It's a different spot for Tua. That's another reason I kind of like the under here. Not that the Denver defense is all that super, but again, it's just bad quarterback play, good defense on the other side of the field. 45.5 is a lot because I don't think the Dolphins are scoring 40. The Dolphins scoring 39 because we're going to get 6 from Denver. So, no. So I'll go the under with you. There's not much to say. 45.5 under. I mean, this is a bad game that I don't – this is – as good as it's worse about when you get 2 bad teams together. And you got a team like Miami, it's kind of good, but you're kind of like, young quarterback. How do you rate these guys? It's a tough one to go, but I like the under.
All right, so we're in agreement. We got it going under for the Fish and the Broncos. Up next, I've got Cowboys at the Vikings. This number is 48. Sean, why don't you kick us off this time?
I'll kick you off real simple here. Dallas and the over. That's it. That's all I got to say. Dallas is winning this game. They're going to put up 30-something points. Mini off of their Monday nighter didn't look all that great against Minnesota. So, one, you got the inflated line. Dallas has looked like crap. Finally, off a bye week. Too much talent on this offense to keep them down. I'm saying Dallas is going to win this one 34-24, 37-30. I think it's going to be a shootout. Dallas wins this one, and it goes over the total. There you go. That's a premium play. Don't buy it, and I have it listed there, so you just got it for free, people. Dallas in a blowout win.
There you go. Now, I'm not agreeing with the side. I'm definitely jumping on board with the over, though. It wouldn't shock me if Dallas won that game, but I just wrote down over the 48. That's the only thing I wrote. Seriously, too much talent on this team, on this Cowboys team, and we're going to see what we get from the backup quarterback, whose name I can't think of right now. Andy Dalton, Red Rocket, red hair, carrot top. Andy Dalton. That's who we're going to have to depend on. The Vikings are going to put up points. Love what the running game's doing. You see Cousins starting to throw the ball better now. Thielen's starting to get in the act. They were missing Diggs at the beginning of the season, but now it looks like Jefferson has stepped in and making a bid to take his spot. I like both these teams to put up some points this game. I think this game goes over. And it's about time Dallas puts up some points.
I'm just going to remove him for a moment while he does that. I said
that was like some. It had a little. I don't know if that was on your side or my side. He was kind of skipping in and out there.
Sometimes Kurt does that. He's underwater, but he's back. And your official play was over, right? You both agree Cowboys is going over.
And everything.
Where is Kurt in Vegas also? Gold. Where are you, Kurt? Where are you looking?
Yes, I'm in Henderson. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay,
so what are you about, Area 51? Is that why you get interference from the UFOs? Is that what it is?
Yeah, there's a mountain right outside my window. There's coyotes. It's really bad out here. I'm right on the bottom of a hill.
That's scary. You have 4 dogs that could get eaten.
That's why the dogs barking. They're probably circling the house. The coyotes are
out there now. Yeah, I have video. I promise you, just driving around, and coyotes are just kind of around here in Henderson.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, so we've got 2 more to go. These are 2 good ones too, or I feel like they're going to be good games. So let's see what we got here. I've got Packers at the Colts. The number is 51.5. Kurt, sugar. Now I got all confused. Okay, Kurt, why don't you kick this one off?
Hold on. Where am I? What do I like to always take? No, I'm pulling out my sheets from earlier. I love this game under. I always say dome, sweet dome. That's the best time to take the games over. But Indy has a solid defense, the number 4 defense in the league. They have a solid offensive line, and the problem I have with the Packers is just the give up. They have this lay down in them that if they get behind, you're going to see this team fold. And we've seen it. We've seen them do it a few weeks. They almost did it last week against Jacksonville. It's just a demeanor. I don't know if it's the coaching staff. I don't know what it is, but they don't have that comeback in them this year. And I think that this is a game that they could find themselves behind early. And if that happens, I think the Colts will just kind of slow the pace of the game down, keep Aaron Rodgers off the field, probably frustrate him some more, and this game will find its way under that total. It was 51.5 last week for the Colts against the Titans. They moved it down to 48.5. Gets over by that field goal at the end of the second quarter there with the second left. This time, I think this game goes under that 51.5.
We're going to disagree here. Now, I totally with you on the Colts defense. Listen, they're good defense, but I'm also attributing that who they play. I mean, you're playing the Jags, you're playing Tennessee, you're playing the Jets, you played Minnesota when they're a crap Minnesota team and not doing nothing. But you're 100% right. Green Bay cannot take a punch. They fold up like a cheap suit. Aaron Rodgers is a cry. You know, he gets sacked and he's on the ground in a ball whimpering like a little girl. But I don't know. I think they got a little something special going over there. Now that Minnesota's coming, I phoned last week's game where, again, you play down the competition. It happens over 17 weeks. This is a big game for them. Colts are a barometer team. They started as Green Bay, I think, was the dog, went to the favorite or vice versa. I forgot how the line moved in this game here. But I don't know. I got to take Rodgers, as much as Mahomes getting all the love for the MVP. I mean, Rodgers putting up another great year. Adams, who's stopping him? Who's stopping him? I just feel that in the dome, Rivers, as crazy as he could be, because sometimes the guy's throwing balls into the ground, he's overthrowing guys, it's going into the stands, hitting mascots. Against this Green Bay team, it's not, really, it's not a great defense. So I think we're going to see points out of him. So that's why I kind of like the over, because I think this one, as much as Green Bay could fold up like that and be babies like they were against Tampa Bay, 10-0, and all of a sudden the wheels come off. I don't know. This part of the game, 51.5, I'm going to go over. I'm going over.
All right. We've got one more to go. What do you got to say about that, Alex?
It's tough to disagree with you. You had good points on it, because I agree with all those things you said about it. And that's why I couldn't really take Green Bay out of the game. But
all I got to say is I'm going to ride this under train until it goes off the tracks. Like I have faith in this Indy defense, and they find a way to stop teams. I don't know how, but they just do. And they're actually a really good team. Like I said, the offensive line, the defensive line, the linebackers, that Leonard is an animal. Justin Houston. Yeah, they have some talent at defense. Yeah.
I got an over ticket on their season wins.
Yeah, so you know how good this team is.
I'm with you. I think they're a good team.
Yeah, they're a very good team. And when you look at like I said, the Packers, I just don't like that look. Like if it's not easy for them, they don't want it. Like, if you think about the Packers this year, what was the toughest game for them? No, everything's pretty much been a blowout. They blow the team out or they're getting blown out. I think Jacksonville, that was the toughest game for them.
Yeah.
Well, for the record,
you're right.
I like this one to go under. I was on the under on this one. So for the record,
finally, I got you on a Colts under, Allie. Finally. It took 6 shows to get you on a Colts under.
Dude. I beat you because of a Colts over. Okay, that was the one time I won.
I remember that one game. Yep, that Colts under got me.
Gotcha. Okay, so we only have one to go. We're talking the Chiefs at the Las Vegas Raiders. The number on this one is 57. Kurt, you're the Las Vegas guy, so I'm going to let you kick this one off first.
Believe it or not, I'm taking this game under the total. 56.5. That's a huge number. We're seeing 56s, 57s. We saw 58 earlier in the week with the Seattle Seahawks, and for good reason. But this game, you're seeing 56.5 because of what happened the first game. That's 72 points. But if you look at that first game a little closer, it was a big second quarter. At first, the game was kind of 7-3, kind of going along. You had a 38-point second quarter and then 6 points in the third. And I think this game stays under the total. I remember last year when these two teams played, Raiders got out to a big lead against Kansas City, 10-0. Kansas City comes back, scores 28 points in the second quarter, and that was the final. Nothing else was scored the rest of the game. I think they know each other very well. They'll find a way to keep this game under a total. I think they'll score some points this game, but not that many. I don't think we're getting over 57 today or tomorrow.
I'm going to humbly disagree with you, my friend, and I'll tell you why. One, listen, they know each other. Yeah, they're rivals, and then we get Andy Reid with revenge, and that's a whole nother thing, him rested and coming in with time off. But I look at this, and I got this at 55.5 early in the week, so I'm happy it's at 57 right now. And I think it's a smart move. I think we'll see a lot of points. This Raider defense, what'd you get? 3 turnovers from Drew interception Lock last week? I mean,
4.
Pat Mahomes is not Drew Lock. You're not getting 3. I mean, the only interception by Mahomes this year was in that Raider game. So, I mean, he's got 1. I don't think that's happening. No way. They know they lost to these guys. They're going to come out and beat them like they're little brothers. Again, the Raiders. So you got that Denver game. So people are like, oh, the defense is pretty solid. The Cleveland game before that was played in what? A hailstorm, a hurricane, whatever. I don't even know what it was. It was, it was like the Aurora Borealis out there. They had to delay the start of the game. I mean, so no, I'm going over. I think Kansas City's going to put up 40 plus themselves, and I just need some garbage scores here from the Raiders. I think they'll get a couple because Carr's going to, he completes his passes. He's going to put it, Raiders are going to get their 20. My guy's putting up 44 easy. I won't be, listen, I think this is going to be like a crazy game. I'll go out and say I won't be shocked at a 50-pluser. 50 plus here from Kansas City. That's what I expect. Honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, no. I think they got to come out and be like, Steelers might be undefeated. No. We're the best team. And they're going to come out and they're going to show the world right here on a Sunday night.
So, Sean, what I will tell you about, and the viewers out there that might not know about the Vegas flu, is that a lot of teams come to Vegas, and we're a very hospitable town here, and they find themselves, I don't know, just kind of hanging out, enjoying the sights, taking pictures, watching the waterfall dance, and you always
getting drunk
see
and partying with strippers. Just say it.
Not during lockdown. Not when you guys are locked down out there. That ain't happening.
We're
hockey season, yeah.
We're still finding ways.
The Las Vegas flu was gold. That was
night.
Gold in the Vegas Knights first season. That was insane. Vegas was $2 underdogs every night. It probably took the normal person a month from getting crushed before they realized, wow, the Knights are actually pretty good.
Not in
COVID. No way.
Yeah,
regular season, next year maybe if Vegas is open to be different. Not now. Not when they're under lockdown. That ain't happening. Andrew Reid ain't letting that happen.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of young guys out here. They're really interested in seeing the sights out here in Vegas. Quite the scenery. I think they'll stay out late. Yeah.
They're getting in-room delivery for that.
Really nice at night. I hope they have a curfew. That's all I got to say.
In-room delivery.
I hope they have a curfew.
I think the city doesn't. Don't you guys have a 10 o'clock lockdown?
Oh no.
Isn't it 10 o'clock lockdown out there? Or is that California?
We have a 10 o'clock turn up. We got a 10 o'clock turn up.
One of Kurt's friends had texted me.
Maybe like a literal turn up. Take a bite of the turnip. It'll keep you healthy from the COVID. That's about it. That's all you got going on out there now. The virus.
One of Kurt's friends the other day said, "Phew, I got home at 9:58. I don't have the COVID." Like, if you're home out past 10, you're gonna get that virus.
Man. Don't want to catch COVID at 10.
It is. It's like a gremlin. That's it. It's like Gizmo. Gizmo is a cute little gremlin at like 8 o'clock, and then you feed him after midnight. He turns into this raging animal. It's crazy.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so all right, guys, well, that just about wraps us up. You agreed on 3, 4, 5, 6 games. You disagreed on 2, 4, 6 games. So we're gonna see who the total chaos champion is. One of you is going to be back next week to defend your title. If you guys are looking for some more total chaos action, next week we're going to start college football total chaos. There'll be 10 games to go over. Dan Kaiser and Kurt Alexander are going to kick off the first episode of that. So stay tuned in your notifications. I think we're going to do it on Wednesday, maybe on Friday, but it's also going to be a weekly thing, so you can get double the total chaos, which is like what we're all about, man. And also keep your eyes peeled because Kurt's been doing some first half total chaoses, just little 10-minute videos. So keep your eyes out for that. And don't forget, check out Sean Higgs and Kurt Alexander at the Picks and Parlays site, picksandparlays.net. Use the promo code DOG. It'll save you 15% off of the entire site. And thank you guys so much for all joining in. Elliot, Ray, Chili, appreciate and we love your comments and your interactions.
I'll see everybody next week at 10-2 on my picks.
Here we go. Sean's good, man. Kurt's good too.
Oh no, definitely. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Enjoy watching Flacco. That might be the deal breaker right there.
Listen, we agreed on 6, and like the Detroit game and even the Green Bay game I was sort of with you on. So I mean really we could have been 8 out of these. Could have been on the same side. So so
well, I'm gonna go make a 6.
Great minds think alike. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Rock and roll. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining us again. Until we see you next time, really appreciate all the support. Don't forget, use the promo codes. Check out the free picks. Look at the leaderboard so you can see where our cappers are. And look forward to meeting a lot of our new handicappers coming onto the show as they come and try to win the Total Chaos crown. I'm Ali Burns. Until next time, this is Picks and Parlays. Bet, win, repeat.